Hi there, welcome to Chai Builder. My name is Suraj, and today we are going to see the difference between a Chai Builder editor and a Chai Builder Studio. So first we will start with the Chai Builder editor. Let's understand what editor is, what all functions it has, and how it can help you. To start with the editor, we'll start with the coding part, and I've already created a Next.js project, and I have created a route called editor, and we will try to load the Chai Builder editor inside it. So Chai Builder editor is the base component from the SDK, which renders a full-fledged website builder inside your React application. To get started with ChaiBuilderEditor, I'll request you to take a look at this manual setup first. So you need to install the SDK, the runtime, and Tailwind CSS, and configure a custom Tailwind settings for the builder. This won't impact any of your other website or other web pages because this will be only loaded on the builder page itself. Coming back to the builder. So I've added this editor route, and as you can see inside this default page, default component, I am simply loading the Chai Builder editor, which is exported from Chai Builder SDK. Let's take a look at it, how it looks. So this is the editor. This is the basic version of the editor without any additional functionalities. So let's walk through the default functionalities of the editor. So we have the side panels on the left. So this is the add block panel where we can see the panels to blocks to add it to the page. Then we have the layers, which is the tree view of the blocks which are rendered on the page so that it's easier to move them around. And third, we have the branding options. So in which you can control the primary, secondary color, the fonts, heading fonts, and the body font. We also have the breakpoints, various breakpoints to check your sites in different resolutions, and a save button. So we'll start off by adding a bunch of blocks. So I'm taking this from preline, copying the HTML, going back to the editor and import. As you can see, we have added this HTML to our page, and what the builder does it converts it into blocks. And if I hit save, what it does is it essentially outputs this tree structure as a JSON for you to store it. So in order to do that, let's try to save the JSON. So we have exposed a prop called as on save page, and this is an async function, and what you will receive inside this is blocks. And it is expecting a boolean in return to make sure that it has succeeded whatever actions you want to do, whether you want to save it somewhere or anything. And let's say I'll just say return true. So now let's run this. Take the page, and I'll just copy this again. Sorry, to import. Awesome. So now go to console and I'll hit save. As you can see, now the entire page JSON is in the format which ChaiBuilder understands and which you can later use using our rendering library to convert it back into HTML. So as you can see, it has a div, then it has a heading, paragraph, box, heading again, depending on whatever blocks were added inside the builder. And that's it. This is what the basic editor does for you. It doesn't do anything anything related to storage. It won't store anything for you. What it does, it just takes a certain blocks as an input, renders it onto the canvas so that you can easily edit it, and then on save, it just gives you this converted JSON back, so you can store it wherever you want to store. You can later pass on this JSON to our rendering library, which is render chai blocks as a JSON array, and it will again convert it back into the HTML for your end users to view it. So that's all about the editor. Let's move on to the studio part now. But before we move on to the studio, I just wanted to show this diagram. Yes, so this is what the editor will do for you. So this is the part which editor handles. Show the builder inside your application. If you pass a set of JSON blocks to it, it will try and render it, and on save, it will again give it back to you. You need to handle the storage and the rendering part for your application. So that's about the ChaiBuilderEditor. Let's move on to the ChaiBuilderStudio. So Studio is the extended version of the builder, which allows you to build an entire website. So what it does is it already includes the most commonly used features to build a website. For example, the pages management, whether you want to create a page, you want to delete a page, SEO settings for the page, website settings, which are the global settings at the website level, publishing the pages, and similar functionalities. So what we have done is we have combined all of these commonly tasked features into a separate component called as the ChaiBuilderStudio, which gives you all of these functionalities built in. So you don't have to write all of these things again. And in order to do this, we need a storage service for this, because we need a place to somewhere to store these JSON and render it back as HTML again. And for this, we have created a separate service. It's a simple service. It just stores the pages JSON into a storage on a server and gives it back to you whenever you request it. So that's the service that we have created. And the studio, right now we have tightly integrated with Next.js, and we use the publish feature for Next.js, where we don't have to build the entire application again. We can just invalidate the cache and build the pages again. So let's take a look at what Studio looks like. So this is the Studio version, and I will just show the code. So inside the Studio version, because again we are using Next.js, we need to use dynamic so that the builder is not rendered on the server and it's loaded directly on the client side. And we have to just render this ChaiBuilderStudio, and optionally we can pass a logo. You can pass your brand logo, and then it will show up here like this. Now let's check the differences between the ChaiBuilder editor and the ChaiBuilderStudio. First of all, this has 3 panels, and if you go to Studio, it has 5 panels. This includes the pages management, so you can add a new page, or you can edit the page SEO details, social media image. If you have multiple pages, you can change the home page from one page to another. And secondly, we have the website settings, where we have the fav icon, the global SEO settings, the social media image for the entire websites. So these are the 2 additional panels which come with Studio. Next is, as you can see, the center section is empty, top center section. And here we have the name of the project that is created in our backend service, and the pages that you have created so far. So right now I have only home page, so there is only one. But if there are multiple pages, you can see the list of pages here, and you can switch pages from here directly. Here we have the save button, and inside this we only have the save button. We don't have publish because that is something which is extended in the studio version only. And publish, it sends a request to the Next.js server, and Next.js then handles the publishing of the page. So let's try and build something again. So I'm just copying this, putting it, coming back here, uh, and I have added the blocks to the page. I am saving it. As you can see, this is my home page. So if I go here, okay, host 3000, and then I hit publish. This should build the home page for me. So I should be able to see this uh, inside as part of the home page. Now let's try to edit something. I'll make it 4000 and save and publish again. So now let's try do a hard refresh. We are in dev mode. So yeah, as you can see now it has changed to 4000. So that's the studio version for you. So in studio version you can deploy this whole Next.js setup onto Vercel and just pass on the two keys that you will receive from the from our backend service, and the rest will be handled. All you have to do is just visit your Next.js setup, go to admin or whatever route you choose for your dashboard, and then you can create pages, add blocks, edit them, save, and then hit publish, and it will just publish your website live instantly. So that's the difference between ChaiBuilderEditor and ChaiBuilderStudio. I hope you like this video. If you have any comments, please, I would like to hear it. And if you have any suggestions for improvements or want to report some bugs, please feel free to do it. Thank you so much.